break, I'm imagining they're going to send 2 people to the hill, probably 2 people to get some mid control here. But it is going to be the Toronto Falters squad, and we're going to be kicking off with KMC. With that player we just saw the interview with, and she's going to immediately go towards the front of this hill. She's going to hop in, start getting some time right away, and you're going to see 3 players immediately from that Florida squad hitting that side door. One of them is going to try to jump down to challenge Minato out. Minato's going to pick up a big kill. KMC gets kill as well. Drace getting a trade back, playing their life a little bit, because they're going to probably come through this. Yeah, they're just going to blow the door open, but great job so far to Toronto Falters. Just get a lot of time here right off the start. Drace somehow staying alive there. Really thought KMC was going to get that kill, but the teammates are cleaning up anyway, and it's Chava pushing in, getting some nice trades for the team as well. And right now we're seeing a lot of back and forth kills, but overall Toronto's done a good job holding the initial time, but Florida Muted Tears doing a good job there. Breaking in, they should be able to get a lot of this time left. Never mind, Asus is not letting that happen. Should get the last 10 seconds here for Toronto as we're moving on to that P2 mailroom. We're going to have 2 players from Toronto already over there and 1 player from the Florida squad there. And 10-10 up top 3 right now. Jumping all the way down, actually, to help the teammates in the hill go for the kill. Zyleek is going to get away with their life and somehow takes down KMC plays, but gets traded out by the pistol. 10-10 starting it out 3-0 right now. Aces 4-3, and then on the other side, you got Drace at 4-2. And I had to say something about 10-10 getting a 3 kill streak, because he ends up going down right there. And right now, I mean, very close game, kind of what you expect. Obviously, it did just start, but I'm liking what I'm seeing out of this Florida squad. They kind of had a really, not a great start to the map. Obviously, Toronto did get to the hill first. They spawned a little bit closer, but Florida doing a good job utilizing what they got here. KMC just kind of pushes into this hill. He's going to pick up a big kill. Gets taken down from that other player that pushed in right behind. And pretty much back and forth here. I'm waiting to see really what team rotates for that P3 first. Obviously, we are seeing teams already there. You're going to have that number 6 player, which is going to be KMC, all the way in the back port, watching for that number 1 player, which is going to be Chava. This last 10 seconds or so will go to Florida, but KMC is going to have to get a big kill here on Chava on that outer port. Going to go for the chow right now. Chava just waiting for some team help. And I think KMC also, yeah, they've got plenty of help over here on this hill, but KMC trying to get some shots under the car. Just blows the car up. Why not? Uses a nade, uses some gunshots. Drace trying to take the cross map shots here. KMC chows it out, wins it. Toronto takes down all 4 players of Florida's. They're going to be off respawn. Chava does spawn on that bridge. He's going to end up bottom fire. I don't think anyone from Toronto even knows he's anywhere near here, but he's going to get a little bit of bad timing. Never mind. That actually is going to go in favor of them as Florida takes down 2. Chava takes down that 3rd player. And yeah, back and forth trades right now, but Florida, they are going to be able to get the players off the hill here from that Toronto side, but they're spawning close enough to where it really doesn't matter. But good job at Toronto here to getting plenty of time on this hill. And we're probably going to see Florida just commit towards the rotation. Chava's still trying to play some kills over there, just trying to play a little bit of map position. Spoiler is going to end up going down the middle of the map, but Wazy going to get killed from KMC in this new P4 spawn back train. KMC is going to go all the way for the back train heady, try to get these spawns, and she's going to get it immediately. That's absolutely what you love to see out of the Toronto squad. You have a monster P3 hill, and it looks like you're going to be able to get a little bit of time on P4 too, as much of back and forth this is going to be. KMC playing the south side on a 3 streak, 8-6, doing really well on the map right now. And I mean, right now I'm loving what I'm seeing. I mean, it just seems like Toronto's doing a good job playing together, getting a lot of trades that are important, but it seems like they're always in like relatively the right position, whereas Florida, it just seems like they're always kind of on the back foot when it comes to spawns, and they've got to rush a lot. It's not really working out for them too well, but I'm sure they'll kick it back into gear here real soon. This is playoffs after all. And we're going to see KMC on a 6 streak, going to be fully streaked out here using the Automaton and the STG right now. And that's quite the little combo right there. And it looks like she's going to be hunting down some players in the middle of the map here. Not seen it. Okay, I say that, but immediately takes a challenge. Chava in that middle of the map gets that kill on that player that is P5. There's only a couple seconds left on that old hill. And okay, KMC being a monster right now goes on an 8, does end up going down. Probably shouldn't have said anything about being a monster, because that just gets people killed every time a caster talks about anything in this game. And yeah, I mean, we're going into this next P5 hill, and I got to think Toronto's probably going to find a way to magically get 20, 30 points off a hill that typically no one really gets points off of. No one really... Okay, Wazy just sitting in the corner, picks up 1 big kill. Teammates come in and help out as well. And I mean, it's possible for Florida to get some good time on this hill. They obviously need it, but it's... Once again, it's one of those hills that's really difficult to get anything done on. But I mean, when you got people like Zylex just pushing through and picking up 2 pieces left and right, that's going to help a lot. 10-10 pushing through that other mailroom side right now. Zylex on a 4 streak right now. Probably going to have to try to play your life a little bit. Try to go for that streak. And Zylex, I still somewhere play their life. Yeah, they're sitting in a corner or something. But Toronto, I think they're opting. Yeah, they're opting to just play for the P1. And absolute phenomenal job out of Florida. You get 30, 40 seconds. Actually, it's going to end up being like 45, 50 seconds all in all here. And on a hill that typically no one really ever gets time on. Love seeing that. And now we're going to be back to this P1 rotation. And once again, Toronto has the hold here, but it's going to be the opposite of what we saw the original time around. KMC just trying to take some shots on these players on bridge. Gets a big kill on one of them here, but Chava just, holds that angle, waits for him to come back. But once again, Toronto doing a good job getting trades here on the map. But Xylex, somehow, this man he just gets things done. I love seeing it. But Toronto's going to have hold of this hill. They're going to have players pushing them outer. Good job working together there, making sure they get some kills without getting double killed there or anything. I'd love to see that, obviously. And this Florida squad's going to have two guys in train station and 2 people trying to get some mid-map pressure right now. But they're going to have to deal with 1 Toronto player behind them. The 2 Toronto players that were in the hill both just got absolutely destroyed there. Absolutely phenomenal. The 2 Florida squad players that pushed in. They're going to get some really healthy time here as we're getting ready to rotate to this P2, but Florida's over there already. And Xylex, the guy you absolutely want to be holding down a hill for you and worrying about flanks and that sort, is doing a phenomenal job worrying about that old hill. And Toronto slowly pushing in from the middle of the map and towards that way outer port side. And Florida, they're going to have to try to read this pressure a little bit. But Chava's just going to take a chow on the outer port. Going to run over to this hill to try to help out his teammates. 10-10 going to get a big kill on the hill. And Toronto takes over this hill, wipes out all of Florida, but they're going to spawn on that train side. They're going to push right through the middle of the map, immediately take down one of those players from Florida, and they're going to get a good opportunity to push into this hill right now. Yeah, 10-10 just goes monstrous. Gets the 5th kill in the hill. What? 10-10 is just going crazy for the team right now. Big kills on that hill. Going to help the team secure a lot of time. This Florida squad spawning back barrels. Okay, Chava is going to finally kill 10-10, but I do believe should have got that glide bomb there, but Xylex, that's a man I love watching on the map. But Wazy is going to get taken down all the way over by that bridge side. Toronto, once again, set up on this P3 hill, and last time we saw him get a lot of time here. I'd love to see him get a ton of time here as well, because Florida somehow, between that P5 and P1, they managed to get themselves back in the game completely, even with P2, obviously. But Toronto dealing with this little bit of pressure that Florida is putting on. They do kill the player going for the back spawn. They kill the player in fire. They have 1 more player to deal with on bridge, and they've got all 4 players currently collapsing on Wazy. He goes down. They're going to have to watch this. There's 2 players pushing through fire right now. It's going to be Chava and his teammate right here. But there's someone above this. Minato's going to pick up both those players, it looks like. Picking up a 3-piece. I'd love to see that. Almost gets the 4th on bridge. Wazy gets a big kill there to make sure they don't all go down. He's going to have to do something crazy here to contest this time, though, because this Toronto squad is hunkered up pretty good. Florida slowly pushing in from this bridge side. 10-10 going to go down. Also, KMC going down. Asus is going to get a nice trade, though. Okay, someone ended up just walking right past Wazy there. Big play out of him, just chill in the corner, wait, make sure he doesn't give his position away too much, even though I guess he already did. But yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing out of these 2 teams. Florida seems like they've got a great they've been doing a good job breaking hills, even though they're down quite a bit in slaying. But Toronto, when they get the opportunity, they do a really good job, like actually holding things together, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And right now we're going to be all the way on this back P4, and KMC once again, that back train going crazy, does end up going down. And I'm honestly, this Toronto squad they're doing exactly what they need to be doing right now. They're making sure they're controlling a lot of the map pressure. And as I say, they do lose their mid-map pressure, but they do have a player back barrels who's going to try to fight for their spawn still here. And that's going to be Asus. Is going to pick up a monster kill there. KMC is going to get that back spawn. Intense, just pushing on the hill. Oh, doesn't manage to kill Drace, who does end up getting a 2-piece, but KMC obviously does clean up that kill. Chava on the outer train wins a big kill when it's going to come to those spawns and holding a little bit of map pressure here. But you're down 50 points right now. You're going into a hill that last time you got a lot of time on that typically teams don't get really any time on. But I'm definitely ready to see what Toronto can do to just try to maybe change that up a little bit, because it's not a typical thing you see. But Toronto, you can't allow this team to get back in the game on a hill like this where it's very open. You can use your gun skill. You've been outslaying all game. Like, this is your opportunity to just kind of really make it so Florida doesn't have a chance to get back in it. 10-10 calling in that glide bomb, does get a kill, ends up picking up another kill. Asus picks up a kill. That's 4 down for Florida, as Toronto's going to be getting on this time. Should be getting plenty of map pressure as well, as all 4 Florida players are by that middle statue. One of them is actually in bottom train station right now, pushing behind. And that's going to be 3 down for Florida. 4 down for Florida, as they're all spawning that P3 area. And Toronto doing an absolute phenomenal job. The exact opposite of what happened the last time around on this P5. And they're getting all the time and not really letting Florida do anything. Aces on that 4 streak, trying to get towards that glide bomb. Got one more player over here in bottom train. Gonna sniff that out. Oh, ends up going down, but 10-10 pushes through, gets the trade there. And I mean, it's 234 to 180 right now, and Toronto Falters should be able to get, yeah, the last few seconds here, they're going to be just over 240. But Florida is set up on this P1. They are spawning in that back P3 by bridge, but there's going to be a player on the flank right now. That's going to be 10-10. On this 4 streak, if he gets one more, he will have that glide bomb. This man is 28 and 17, absolute monster. Sadly, does not see Wazy in that corner, does end up going down. Toronto is managing to contest this time over here, though. That's going to be KMC. KMC gets a kill and somehow doesn't go down there when Zyleek is taking shots at her. And she's just going to play towards making sure she gets some team out before she really just wastes her life or anything. She's now going to push in again, and she's trying to take out Zyleek. Going to get that kill. Going to get Drace pushing through the front as well. And now, I mean, Florida, you've got 2 players here. You're spawning really close, and Toronto, you got to think soon they're probably just going to commit towards that next hill. You only need 7 seconds. Benato going to push in this, from bridge, gets taken down by Wazy. It seems like Wazy's one of those guys. He's just getting kills when it matters a lot. On a 6 streak right now. I don't know how I didn't notice that. That is my bad. Wazy, you are a beast. I can't wait to see you use these streaks to help your team out right here. They're going to be down about 23 points here going out of this hill. Maybe a little bit more than that. But this glide bomb is going to get called in. Going to get some team info going down, and Wazy is going to get a kill there. But, okay, Florida doing a good job actually on this new hill. They're 20 seconds away from a chance at victory here, but you're going to have to deal with these Toronto players pushing in. They only need 6 seconds, but Zyleek, once again, picking up a 2-piece here. Wazy's going to push in to help out the boys. Asus is going to push in from the side, pick up one person from that side window. Going to pick up Chava as well with help from KMC. 10-10 pushes in, does end up killing KMC, but that's going to be okay as they get the trade as well. They're going to pick up the player on the top, and they're going to close out the map. I mean, absolutely phenomenal job out of both of these teams. It felt like one of those matches where Toronto was the team that was going to close it out really easily without really any struggle at all there after the first little bit. But guess what? This Florida team, they made it to playoffs. And right away, we're going to see them go for this train station hit. I'm curious to see how Toronto Falters sets up here. It looks like they're going to send 2 right to A, which is where Florida's going to send 2 right to that side door right away. That's going to be, this is the Toronto side. My bad. I messed that up. Toronto is currently trying to play for this A bomb right now. They're going to push in from that back front side, basically where Florida actually spawned. Oh, Minato walked right past somebody. Oh, that teammate's going to come and clean that up anyway. KMC is going to end up getting this bomb down. And you're going to have 2 players on the side of Florida Muted Tears that are on the middle part of the map right now, and they have to rotate over.
It's actually not looking super good for Toronto Falters. I mean, you have absolute map control. As I say that, though, Toronto is able to make something happen. We do have a 3v1 situation developing here, and just like that, Florida takes it.
Yeah, and I do believe for us, the teams are switched right now, so that'd be Toronto. Yeah, Toronto won that round, sorry, and then Florida ended up losing that, but great job right now out of this Toronto squad, making sure I actually like the play they had there. They kind of were just confident about their push they had in that A side, and they went around the outside, and they literally just went right to top bridge, went through the window, and just picked up a kill. Like, I love the confidence out of that. That's just love seeing it. But we're gonna see this Florida Muted Tears squad now. It looks like they're gonna play for a little bit of a mid peek here out of Chava, but they're gonna be playing towards that B side. They didn't opt to throw a smoke, I don't believe. They did end up playing all the way through Warehouse. We've got one player on that B bomb site, and that's going to be KMC, who's going to end up actually getting a kill on the way outer side. 10-10 going to push up and get a kill as well, and that's going to be 2 down for the side of Florida. As Chava now playing this way backside. Yeah, doing a good job here checking this flank just in case. Ends up falling off that rail. That's probably not going to be the best thing ever for them, but KMC pushing through on a 3 streak right now, just being a monster on the map. Love seeing that, but Chava all by himself. Going to pick up Minato, and KMC kind of rotating over to help the teammates out here, but Chava picks up another one. This man has brought it from a 3v1 all the way down to a 2v1, and sorry, 4v1 it was at one point there. And he's going to be all the way that back A bridge, playing all the way for this flank right now.
Noticed early on in that match, and I'm going to get these teams wrong, so they are flipped, but Florida was just slowly but surely constricting in Toronto and boxing them in. And I will say Chava did an amazing job so far dealing with just being so outnumbered right now and actually bringing it back and making it kind of a close game here, a little bit of a 2v1 situation. Chava working his way around the map, but KMC finds it, brings it home, and takes him out, and Toronto wins. I'm trying to right. It is switch, correct? I'm sounding
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
complete
It's
jackass
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like that Florida squad. I feel like they did a really good job playing down, right? Like Chava was all by himself, and he did an amazing job doing what he could with what he had. And it honestly it wasn't much at the time, but great job out of KMC and Co on that Toronto squad. You, it always gets sketchy when a player's in a 1v4 situation. They pick up two of your teammates, and you're like, wait a minute, is there a chance here?
Bloodbath situation developing. Looks like both Toronto and Florida working their way towards that A bomb site. Florida actually spreading themselves out a little bit thin, but they're doing their best to try to watch both bomb sites. However, Toronto actually is able to close up on that A bomb site. As I say that, though, Florida is doing an amazing job at defense right now, keeping things hot, keeping things people on their toes.
Yeah, Minato picking up a massive two-piece there, but it's going to be Chava all by himself once again in a 1v3 and instantly gets taken down by Minato there, which is going to be 3 on the round, I believe, for Minato there, which is absolutely phenomenal to see. I mean, this Toronto squad seems to be doing absolutely phenomenal. So that was 10-10. That's my bad. But this Toronto squad is doing an absolute phenomenal job on this Berlin Search and Destroy. And you start up 3-0. I mean, what more could you really ask for?
Right now, it looks like we do have Florida starting out. We're going into round 4 of the second map, S&D, and Florida is on the attack. It looks like we have another A bomb push. However, Florida is splitting their forces, maybe getting a little bit of intel, try to get that mid-map control, which is so very important on Berlin here. A little bit of a melee situation going down near the A bomb site. Minato doing his best to defend this bomb site, very, very heavily outnumbered, a 3v1, and we have Chava doing that mid-map control, trying to keep the rest of Toronto from actually linking up with them.
Yeah, right now we're going to see a lot of gunfights going on over here at A as you're going to have this player, Chava and Zyleek, going to be playing this outer side. Chava is going to push in. And it looks like they tried to take some shots at someone. KMC is going to get a kill on the other side of the map. Oh, no! The lineup happens, and Toronto ends up winning that round right there. Oh, my gosh. That is so unfortunate. And it does look like Chava tried to push in front. Yeah, Chava tried to push in front. Zyleek accidentally shot Chava a few times. I don't believe in this game you can shoot through your teammates, but tried to shoot at the enemy there, but like accidentally hits Chava. And then by the time Chava's dead, it doesn't matter. And that player over on that Toronto squad ends up getting those kills. Man, I mean, that's always a bummer when stuff like that happens because it's just bad timing.
Back in the day, my duo was Mello, and if I had $1 for every time I lined up Mello for the enemy and got us both killed, I'd be a very wealthy man, I'll tell you that right now. So I know that feeling when you accidentally line up and cross the line of fire, but looks like we do have actually a little bit maybe confusion going on for Toronto right now, trying to decide what's going on. Florida got wise this time around, and they just absolutely are swarming the A bomb site, and looks like Toronto is getting their stuff together here, trying to make a push. As I say that, however, bomb carrier is dropped.
Yeah, and right now, KMC is just being an absolute monster on the map. Goes on that 8 kill streak right there, like total. Picks up 2 on the round and is now on an 8 kill streak, but he also got one of the teammates there. I think it was 10-10 on a 4 streak as well, but KMC currently flying around on this Berlin map and just absolutely dominating people, and you love to see it. You love to see players taking over a map, making sure their team wins it. They're just trying to get to that championship. That's what they're trying to do.
The opportunity to be at that Dallas kickoff event, and I'll tell you, there was a lot of Berlin played, and just the sheer aggression that I noticed in the early rounds for the pros of this match, it's so absolutely critical right off the rip, trying to secure that mid-map control for this map here. But I did also notice for the pros, as the rounds progressed, they got less and less aggressive overall. But so far is not the case for these two teams, both pushing heavily to that mid-map control right off the bat, and just establishing those priorities, that tactical control overall of this location here.
Yeah, right now that number 3 player that's going to be Asus is going to be behind like that entire Florida squad for the most part, really. But there's going to be 2 players over by tower directly on top of each other. That's going to be the number 3 player Asus and the number 5 player of Chava. Chava is going to end up getting the kill there. That's going to be big for the Florida squad. They're going to try to move their way towards this B bomb site, and it looks like that bomb is going to get planted by Zyleek. But Minato is going to get a big kill over towards bottom train, and right now Zyleek planting this bomb. This is going to be big for the squad right here.
Looks like looks like Florida was actually able to secure that bomb site at the B push. I think this is the first B push we've seen so far. Am I wrong there?
There was one other one, but it was very unsuccessful.
Gotcha. Yeah, B or A bomb site definitely seems to be the preferred one. And right now, Florida is absolutely locking it down. We have a scary 1v3 situation, very difficult for KMC. Now, that's being said, KMC with an 8-0 on an 8 streak right now in S&D. For some people, this might be a tall order, but I think for KMC, she's gonna make something happen here.
Yeah, currently 9-0. She's got one more player in this front truck. Gonna take out that kills. We're gonna be 10-0. She's looking to make it 11-0. She's gonna look for this last player, which is over by that B bomb. Never mind. She's just gonna play her life. She's gonna play it smart, obviously, but 10-0 right now. I mean, that is not okay. Like, what are we going for a V2 rocket in search and destroy right now?
Well, it all comes down to this match point. Are we?
Yeah, this Toronto squad gonna be on this offense. I'm expecting probably to see a B push out of them, but they do love this A side. I just figured they're probably gonna swap it up at some point. Right now they are 100% pushing this A side right here. They're gonna have all 4 players pushing that way. Looks like one player is gonna play it back, and that's gonna be the one with the bomb. KMC gonna push up right away. Gonna get this challenge. Gonna get some help from 10-10 immediately to get Drace down. But Asus also pushing the back of this bridge side right here. Just gonna push right in. Everyone's just pushing in right now. Minato gonna pick up a big kill. Chava's gonna take down Asus. And he's just playing back, playing his life, throwing an 8 right now. But KMC looking for this kill in this back like P3 building over here. You've got 3 players from the Toronto squad on the bomb. Chava just trying to get as much info as he can, just shooting through that wall there. This can be a 2v3 situation. Bomb is down in favor of Toronto here as they've got 3 players as well. And Chava gonna be bottom bridge. Chava's gonna end up getting the kill on KMC. Your 10 streak is ended today. And I mean,
it's huge. That is absolutely huge for Florida, trying to take out KMC, which is such a linchpin for the team right now. And as I say that, we do have a 2v1 situation. Again, a very tall order for Florida here, though. Still has to try to defuse this bomb and a 2v1 situation.
Yeah, Chava gonna playing this front train station is gonna end up getting taken down. That is gonna be a 6-1 victory for Toronto on this Berlin search and destroy as they go up in the series 2-0.
Well, I'll tell you this, KMC came to play. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I mean, you get the nice interview from that's spawning on this side, which looks like it is going to be the Toronto Falters team, spawning in this back like P3 area, like by Grain Tower. Is they usually try to get map pressure towards the other side of the map, prepping for P2, because P1 is just very back and forth. KMC once again just going to push through right to the middle of the map, pick up a massive kill there, as no one in the high ground is going to help a lot. But one of the players did sneak through all the way right away. But yeah, there's just chaos going on in the middle of the map right now. But KMC and Asus did make that work. Chava is going to get the player off that back flank, but you're going to have to deal with 2 more. Is going to go down, and Toronto's going to have the spawns for that next hill, but you still got to play for this first hill.
Watching this is it Bocage or Bocage? What's the proper pronunciation?
I believe it's Bocage.
Bocage? Okay.
But I'm not 100% on that.
Bocage, according to Jim's. That's what we're going to say for the rest of the map here. Bocage. So important when you play Bocage, and that I've noticed, is you see that barn and house control, or P3, P4, and you'll see both teams swarm that kind of courtyard that is, I guess, the melee that is P1. But so far, honestly, I'm seeing a lot of flanks from both sides here. They're not necessarily working that mid-map. They're working around the outside. I think that's what are they moving up the river? I'm looking at maybe the map's upside down right now, so I apologize.
Yeah. Well, that number 2 player is river right now.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's upside down. But I don't know. It was still stale to watch, but I still do love playing this map. I know people hate it, but it's something that I like.
Personally, I do like playing this map, but that's just because I like slay out on this map, so I have a lot of fun. But right now, the Toronto squad doing a really good job slaying out here. But guess what? You got to deal with Chava still, who was an absolute monster for this Florida squad on that search and destroy. Sadly, wasn't able to really get any of the 1v3s dealt with. But Wazy, once again, playing some nice off angles. He does that quite a bit. Ends up going down. But that Toronto squad playing for that new hill. Going to give up the last 10 seconds or so to this Florida team. Asus, though, not really giving it up. Just being annoying. Not letting anyone really cross the middle point of the map. Toronto doing a good job keeping everyone back, but Xylee going to pick up 2 big kills. That's 4 down for the Toronto squad, but they're going to spawn up in the back of the map. They've got 1 player to deal with in that spawn, and that is going to be Wazy, who's going to get a big kill back there. They're going to get some more. Oh, Dre's going to push back, does get taken down by 10-10, but they're keeping this Toronto team trapped in the spawn for now.
Toronto, although they are spawn trapped here, they do have beeline straight to this hard point that they're all fighting for right now. So I mean, you could say trapped. I would also say they can almost have like a little bit of an anchor there that they all could just keep squad spawning over and over and just hit it so hard. No, as I say that though, Florida's doing an amazing job of keeping them off that hill, and they've pretty much secured this hill for 100% of the time, or damn near close to it.
Yeah, it's enough to get you in that lead right now, just by a little bit. I mean, obviously Toronto, if they get a lot of this last bit of time, it's going to help them a lot. But Wazy should be able to get most of this time. As I say, that Toronto pushing in from behind, they're going to pick up their last 10 seconds or so. Never mind, they're going to leave it. But that P3 hill and bottom barn is what's going to matter right now. And Chava and Zyleek and Drace picking up some big kills over there to hold down the map. They've got that one number 8 player, that's going to be Minato, playing all the way back towards Coop area, and he's going to be that half break wall right now, going to pick up a big kill there. Went right to River, picks up Wazy. That's an amazing read out of Minato. Go on that 3 streak. Got a player top barn. Yeah, just finessing this until a teammate can come help. That's going to be KMC. Zyleek going to end up going down in the hill as well. So is Drace. One more pushing in the front there. KMC by herself in the hill there, but teammates are coming to really fast up, but Wazy picks up a big 2-piece. So Minato going for the trade, but gets taken down, and Florida somehow manages to keep themselves in this hill, even though it felt like Toronto had total control.
Yeah, right now we do have Toronto. They are spawning out, and it looks like Florida is actually able to lock this down. I was thinking earlier that Florida is what I would call a respawn team. They've got good fundamentals. They've got good communication. They rotate early. But Toronto, what they've got up their sleeve, however, is they are a slayer team, as kind of what I've noticed here. And so even though they don't rotate early, they are actually able to break that hill. And as I say that, however, Florida is actually doing an amazing job, even on the slayer end of this, that just keeping Toronto at bay here, and the score is reflecting that.
Yeah, I mean, Florida, I don't know what it is, but it felt like even on that Berlin, when they were getting outslayed on hills, they managed to just break it. I think it's a lot to do with players like Chava and Zyleek just pushing in somehow and getting big kills. Chava trying to get some kills on that player bottom river, but ends up getting like a full route played on them by that player. Drace pushing in with a little bit of help of Wazy and Zyleek to get some hill time control here, but KMC just diving from above on a 4 streak, one off of that glide bomber now, playing this riverside. But Toronto should be able to get a lot of this last 20 seconds here. As Florida looks like they're mainly just going to be setting up towards trying to get as much mid control as they can in map control to play for P1 and P2. But KMC gonna end up getting that glide bomb, playing that riverside, does end up getting taken down, but does secure the glide bomb, and that's really what's going to help out this team in a little bit here.
Well, right now it does look like Toronto was able to close that gap. It was looking a little dire for them early on, but they've done an amazing job of rotating as well, maintaining that map control. And if they can't maintain map control, they just slay their way into that hill and break it. It looks like a pretty tie game at the moment. A melee situation developing in this mid map as both teams spawn out, and both teams just absolutely run it at each other, getting ready to see this bloodbath coming up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really like impressed by this Florida squad's ability to keep themselves up in the points tally right now, as like it feels like Toronto is getting all the kills on the map, but like realistically, if you look at the kill death ratio of both these teams, Florida, I think they're right with them, if not up maybe a little bit, but they're doing a good job getting some time here on this P1. It is a very mixy hill, and right now there's only gonna be 15 seconds left on that or so, and that's gonna be enough for Toronto. They're gonna get all that time. Actually, never mind. Drace is gonna start throwing nades and just push this out. It does end up going down. That time will eventually go all the way towards Toronto, and they're going to start pushing in towards this P2 hill. And somehow one of those Florida players spawns all the way on the other side of the map. Asus is going to push in from above, get a kill. 2 more players on that Toronto squad pick up some big kills as well. And Toronto is going to have control of this P2 and the middle of the map. They've got one player, and that's going to be Chava. This man is annoying. He's going to pick up one. Does get immediately traded out, though. In Toronto, they've got the spawns, they've got the time, and they're fighting right now in the bottom of Barn, and Asus is going to end up winning that trade overall.
Looking at things early on, Toronto was lagging behind a little bit, but I will say for Toronto, their X factor, if you look at it, is so to speak, is it Asus? Is that how you say it?
Think so. I'm
okay, I'm gonna call him Asus.
I've been saying that the entire time.
Okay. Well, you've got Asus, which doesn't have a lot of hill time, but he's absolutely slaying out, so he is able to keep Florida at bay. And then you've got KMC, who has a pretty solid KD, but look at that hill time as well. Just a well-rounded player for their team, and definitely a key to their success here is just kind of play into the strengths of all their teammates. And you do have Toronto with that. Well, actually, I take that back. You've got Florida right now with that early rotation locking down that P3 house, and this is going to be a little bit of a challenge for Toronto to break in.
Yeah, great job out of Toronto there, getting a lot of time on that P1, P2, but like you just said, they're gonna have to deal with this rotation. And KMC is gonna push in, doesn't see the player in the corner, does end up getting taken down. Zylik, one of those guys to watch out for on this map. He likes to do a lot of weird flanks and has some pretty good corners to sit in as well. Gonna have a player right to their right. Zylik picks up the kill, gets help on that second kill as well, but somehow Toronto, I shouldn't say somehow, Toronto does a fabulous job breaking this hills. They do it once again. They've got some mid-map pressure now, but that Florida squad's going to start pushing in. KMC trying to do their best to make sure no one really gets that opportunity, but 10-10 also in the middle of the map. KMC picks up 2-3 kills there, ends up going down as well, but Florida doing an amazing job making sure they stay in this hill, even though Toronto had a phenomenal original break, but they're going to be on that back spawn, and Florida, yeah, completely, like, a couple of those players get trapped in this hill, and they're going to rotate all the way towards that back barn, like, spawn area. You're going to have to deal with these Toronto guys. They're coming in. There's also a glide bomb coming in on the map right now. That's 3 down for Florida. Sorry, that's only 2 down for Florida, just three in the kill feed there. Glide bomb didn't look like he got anybody. Probably scared a few people off, though. Zylik does end up getting that 2-piece, and Florida's going to get a big chunk of this time, but these Toronto players are pushing it from the middle of the map. You're going to have to contest these right away. Asa's going to be pushing in from the side with some team help. Zylik on the hill by himself. Does end up going down. One more pushing the back. That's going to be Wazy. Another one of those guys who plays in those back corners a lot, but Ace is getting some team up to get those kills. Toronto does a phenomenal job getting in here, getting these kills, but you got to deal with Zylik and Wazy once again off a spawn. Until you get those spawns on this map, you got to deal with people nonstop.
Yeah, right now it's hard. It's actually, this hill has gone back and forth. I'd say it's a pretty 50-50 split right now between both teams. Toronto, they are able to hold it right now for those last few seconds. Florida looking, kind of reading the room here and doing that early rotation as they've been doing all game long. Toronto probably not caring. They're going to try to do their best to do what they've been doing, that spearhead, break their way through the hill and just absolutely break it and slay their way through it if they can. Very important right now, however, for Florida to try to take and hold this for as long as possible, to keep it as close as they can, because I mean, I know I'm speaking obvious here, John Madden style, but the closer we get to 250, the harder it is to break that momentum when a team has it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, 100%. And right now, I mean, I just want to point out Asus is 38-22. That man, we haven't been saying much about him at all this map. I mean, obviously we've been calling out when he's getting 2 pieces nonstop, but I mean, that man is 10 kills more positive than anyone else on his team. KMC gonna push on this hill on that 3 streak. Mid reload. Oh my gosh, almost gets the kill on Zylik, but he's gonna end up getting that, securing that kill. Minato gonna get a trade there. I mean, you're only gonna need 30 seconds left here from Toronto. You're gonna get the rest of this time, it looks like. In Florida, I mean, you got to fight for this time and you got to fight for the new time. They're not going to be able to end up fighting for this time, obviously, here, but this P1 coming in, Ace is going to push in, just passes that 40 kill mark. Congratulations to you right there before anyone else in the lobby even gets to 30. And we're getting nonstop trades back and forth here in the middle of the map. It does look like overall, though, it was in favor of Toronto here. Yeah, KMC is going to come in, get a big 2-piece here. Wazy gonna come back and answer with the 2-piece of his own. And KMC, on that 3 streak, get some team help on the 4th player there. Got to deal with Zylik, gets a monster kill right there. They're only gonna need 15 seconds here to close this out. And right now, the way they're slaying, you got to think they're gonna be able to do it here.
This has been an absolute Royal Rumble on this P1 point here. Honestly, I don't think either team has gotten more than 5 seconds on this point the entire time it's been active here. Just been an absolute back and forth. Both teams jumping around, sliding, slide canceling, just laying out. Impressive from both sides, if you ask me.
Yeah, 100%. And right now, we are going to most likely be seeing this go to this next P2 hill. But I mean, this Toronto squad only needs 9 points on a map like Bocage here. You got to think it's going to be very difficult for Florida to just hold it down. But I mean, Chava and the boys are getting it done. They're making sure they get everyone taken down. But you're going to have to deal with Asus and Minato over here. Minato going to push in bottom bar and get a big kill. There's going to be one player above you. Actually, someone's contesting this hill here. It's going to be Chava's going to pick up a big kill. Is going to end up going down. You're going to have to deal with Drace. That player's going to go down as well. And Wazy, once again, here again, just to be a little bit of annoying, but Toronto, they hopped off the hill. They only need 1 more second. Oh my gosh. Okay. Minato going to end up coming in, getting that trade on Zylik. Florida currently getting time for now. Toronto all off a respawn, but I mean, realistically speaking, 1 second need. You got a glide bomb coming in right now. That's going to end up, it looks like, okay, it's going to end up picking up Drace and getting a team kill, but Aces just immediately bolting across the map, going to get to that hill. Gets on it, ends the game with 48 kills and wins it 250-180 to close out the series 3-0. Congratulations to the Toronto Falters as they move on to round 2. An absolute awesome performance out of that Florida squad. Sadly, they didn't make it this time, but I'm sure we'll see them doing great next time.